What's going on, y'all? My name is Adrian, and today is the 6th day of Inspirations Really Cool. In this video series, I highlight one of my favorite acrylic pouring artists here on YouTube. We'll watch a video of them making a painting that truly inspired me, and then I'll try to make a version of my own. I'll mostly be staying true to the techniques that they use, but I'll be putting my own spin on it. Because, as you know, art is subjective, and we all have a unique point of view. So, the channel we'll be watching today will be, well, you already know because it's the thumbnail and the title, but Mary Louise Art. On their YouTube page, they write, "Hello everyone, my name is Mary Louise and I am a UK-based, nature-inspired, self-taught fluid artist. As long as I can remember, art has been my playground and healer, and I love sharing that joy with you. From playing with mud pies, age 5, to acrylic pouring, not a huge amount has changed. Or has it? Let's explore acrylic pouring techniques, discover our artistic voice, and let our emotions dance on canvas together. Join a wonderful community as we walk over the beautiful bridge of self-expression together. It's all about the power of connecting through our art for me. Let's get messy and connect." So as usual, please go check out their page, watch a video or two, leave a like or two, and subscribe. So the reason why I chose Mary Louise Art today is because she was one of the very first fluid artists here on YouTube that really caught my attention. There was a certain amount of whimsy and effortlessness that made me click on her videos. So as mentioned in her bio, her art is inspired by nature, and I think that's a perfect way to describe it. She takes the common and potentially overlooked aspects of nature and she breathes new life into it. It's really beautiful, whimsical, wonderful work. So some examples of her beautiful nature-inspired artwork. It's like this golden pink butterfly right here. And this beautiful flower. And this stunning silver-tipped wave. Gorgeous, right? And also, there's one more thing I really like about Mary Louise's art. Her videos have this very calming and soothing effect to it. If you're anything like me, you might be into the ASMR side of YouTube. And something about her voice and her delivery kind of gives you those tingles. So here's an example.
And I'm swiping down through the colors. Now this is a really interesting part of the experiment because as I'm swiping, I'm picking up on how uneven the surface is.
Ooh, sorry, I got a little lost there. But don't you see what I mean? There's something about her tone, her accent. Well, I'm from North Carolina, so to me it's an accent, but you get it.
You specifically get it.
All of that combined, mixed with her doing this beautiful artwork, it's calming. If you're ever having a stressful day, or you're just really upset, you want to punch a pillow, go watch one of her videos. So the video we'll be watching today is called Golden Tree Fluid Art Swipe Treat. I chose this video because in it she uses this swiping technique that I've seen a few times on different videos, and I've always wanted to try it on my own. I've never quite been brave enough to just do it, but today will be the day. Fingers crossed it works out. If you saw my last video, you know, hey, sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. So anyway, in this technique, they pour all the colors in the middle of the canvas, and then they swipe to the outer edges. And what she also does is she does this doodling thing that I'm obsessed with now apparently, and makes the swipe look like a tree of life. She's using an 18-inch by 24-inch canvas. I'm going to go a little bit smaller and use this 14-inch by 18-inch canvas. For her base, she's using a very vibrant aquamarine blue. For my base, I'm going to go with this turquoise green. Go figure, I went green. So for the colors that she's swiping from the middle, she's using a copper, 2 kinds of gold. To me, one looked a little darker than the other. She's using a white, 2 different kinds of blues. One looked like a sky blue and the other was more like a teal. She's using pink, and then she's putting aquamarine blue down the middle with a cell activator to kind of add a cool effect. So for my swipes, I'm going to go with bronze right here. I'm also going to go with 2 different kinds of silver. So the one here kind of has a warmer undertone to it. Not sure if you can see that. There you go. And this other one has more of a cooler undertone to it. So I thought those would look pretty cool together. I'm also going to use a metallic white instead of normal white. Right here. And I'm going to go with my new favorite color, this green yellow. Yeah. And I'm going to finish it up with this aqua green, which is so gorgeous. And a metallic purple. Shout out to Mom again. There you go. All of her paints are being mixed with some kind of a pouring medium, Liquitex gloss pour medium, and water. My paints will be mixed with the Floetrol like I typically do, a gloss pour medium, water as well. For her seal activator, I'm not quite sure what she's using, but I'll be using an Australian Floetrol. So, as per usual, the video will be playing in one of these four corners over here. Let's give it a go. All right, so let's get started. So as you can see, I already have my base nice and poured. My bottoms are taped, so we're good to go on that part. This one is not going to get tilted, so I want to make sure the table is nice and level. And this is fairly thin. I actually poured off the excess paint on this one, so I didn't have like a huge puddle of paint on my base. So let's go on over to Mary Louise and let's see what she has. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! That's what we're going to end up with, hopefully. All right, nice colors. I like that, how she has her color palette laid out for us. Look at that vibrant blue. She's popping out her bubbles. Good idea. And she's gonna go in with her copper, I think. Yes, her copper. So I'm gonna go in with my bronze right here. She put a fairly good amount on there. All right, she's doing her gold, and it looks like she did her other gold and then white. All right, I'm gonna pause there. So I'm gonna start with my more warm undertone gold here, or no, silver. This is silver with a warm undertone. I'm gonna go here. I'm not gonna go as thick as I did with the bronze. And then I'm gonna go with my cooler color, just like that. We're gonna keep that thin. I'm actually gonna keep these fairly thin from here on out. I think I went a little too thick with that first one. So we're gonna try to keep it contained. She did her white next. So in her white, she kind of went around. So I'm guessing she's wanting more of that white to incorporate into her swipes. I'm gonna go around, but I'm gonna go very thin. All right, what's next? All right, she's doing one of her blues. That's that sky blue that I was talking about earlier. And then that teal. Okay, I'll pause there. So with her blue, she did the same treatment like she did with her white. This is my more aqua green here. I'm gonna bring it around town. All right, and then she went in with her teal. So I'm gonna go with my green yellow. I want a lot of this. So actually I'm gonna go a little bit closer to the middle. I'm gonna swerve it like this so it's more incorporated throughout my swipes. Or at least I think it will be. We'll find out. All right, and what's next? All right, so it looks like she went in with like a silver. I didn't mention that in the beginning, but I'm gonna go in with my purple. I'm gonna keep this on the outer edge. All right, and she's doing her blue with that cell activator right down the middle. Cool. I'm gonna pause there for a second before she does her swipes. Oh, fun fact about her tools that she's swiping with. In the video, she explains that she cut up these plastic folders to use 3 different sizes, I think, to use for her swipes. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use. I'm not using the plastic folders. Yeah, actually, I want a lot of that to come through, so I'm gonna go a little bit heavy with that one. Nice. All right, so I'm actually using these little scrapers here. Got 3 different sizes. And it's cool how you'll see how she does it, but she sort of goes random with the sizes, and so it kind of creates a nice level of like the randomness that you see in nature naturally. That yellow green's it's kind of disappearing on me, so we're gonna put a little bit more of that puppy in there. All right, let's get going. So she's starting with her bigger size, it looks like. Look at that. So right from the middle, over to the side. I left a little space there, but I actually like that. I like that. I'm gonna leave that. All right, so before I go to my other side, I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna wipe off these scrapers just so I can have a nice clean swipe. I really like this. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, and we're back. Oh, she added more of that cell activator, I think. So I'm gonna do that. That was a really good idea. Look at that. I love the gold she put in there. That's gorgeous. My silver's not coming through as much. I am getting a lot of green, which always makes me happy. This moment right here was definitely an accident, but I love that. Wow, look at that. Already looking tree-like. All right, so she's doing her, okay, she's getting her little swipes. Those little moments she missed. Actually, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm gonna use this palette knife here and do that. Actually, I'm gonna dip it in my cell activator. Okay, she's doing the details, so I'm gonna pause right there. So I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of my greens and purples. Now I'm gonna do my purple. All right, Mary Louise, what do we got? All right, so it looks like she's starting with her palette knife at the base. She comes up through and makes a branch. Oh, that was so, look how effortless she made that look. Let's see if I can do that too. Oh, oh yeah. I like it. A little scoopy there. See a little bit of canvas showing up, so I'll fix that in a second. All right, crisis averted, crisis averted. I'm gonna do another one from here just to kind of incorporate that spot that I just poured into the painting. Yeah. This is fun. I love to doodle. I'm loving the doodling. All right, that feels like enough on that side, so I'm gonna pause there. She already did her left. She actually did a lot less branches than I did, but hey, whatever. Go big, go home, right? All right. What's next? Okay, oh, she's doing a little, okay. So from these main branches, she's adding little details to it. Yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm done. I'm happy with this. This is beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna bring you in for the close-up, give you a few more of my thoughts, and then in a few seconds, you'll see the dry version. All right, first thing I'm liking about it is just these little blasts of purple and this green yellow. I'm a huge fan of that. I think maybe the color choices that I used made it difficult for this darker turquoise green to show through. It sort of blends in a little bit more. So the branches aren't really as distinct as I want them to be. I think that's the color choice issue. And I think the thickness of my paint was a little inconsistent. Some sank, some floated on top. So that was definitely a me thing. But overall, I do like the color palette. I maybe alter it the next time I do this. But those cells, man, those cells. Woo! Look at that. Yeah. And I think I went a little too crazy with the amount of branches that I put on there. But I mean, overall, I love this. This is a nice, elegant, whimsical piece. It reminds me of nature. I definitely get a tree out of this one. So yep, I'll show you the dry version.
All right, so here's the dried version. Don't mind my voice, it's very early in the morning right now. The first thing I notice here is just these wonderful cells. Look at those cells, my God. That cell activator was activated. I think my favorite part is here. Yeah, they just get really large and then charge right there. Those are my favorite parts. I also really love how I have that little bit of purple kind of coming through in those spots there. You see some there, you see some there, especially up there. The green and yellow still got lost. It just didn't want to show up to the party. He was at home. Green and yellow was on the couch, so it's all good though. I really also love how the bronze just adds a lot of shine to this. So let me just shift it a little bit so you can see that. Look at that sparkle right there. That's really fun. I love just the metallic nature of that. The silver, the two silvers I use, I don't really see it. I'm guessing this might be it here. Maybe that could be the metallic white. I'm not sure. I used two different kinds and they both kind of just got lost in the sauce, but overall, I'm okay with it. I did go, once this dried a bit, I went over the tree part with the paintbrush. I used the same turquoise green that I used for the base and for the cell activator, just to kind of like bring out that tree, because it was almost a little too faint for me. I love the look of it, but it was like, oh, you had to look at it 3-4 times to really see the tree. But now it's very obvious. My tree doesn't look like a tree of life like Mary Louise's does. Mine looks more like a pine tree, which is cool because I like pine trees. But overall, I think this is a very gorgeous, elegant, classy piece. It's very out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna do more of these center swipes out. So if you pay attention to the channel and you watch our shorts, you will see this technique more and more, and hopefully I'll get better and better each time. All right, bye.